Hello everyone, and yeah, that's my voice reveal. This is my first video that isn't a gacha pulling. So welcome to my Tyrian experience video. Also, I'm very sorry for the noise and I don't have microphone, so bear with me. Yeah, this question is important if you want to tier. I have a lot of different answers and will introduce you some of them. First reason. I tier on Koha6 focus event, so that means I really love Kohane. But I didn't tier on Koha5 because I was kinda lazy. I don't really remember why. The second reason is Toyahane! Koha6 is a Toyahane event and I adore this ship. I can yap for hours about these two. Like, they're so cute. I kin both of them. I love like everything about their dynamic, starting with the colors and ending with their like relationships in real game, like canon relationship. It's like so cute. The third reason is kinda weird, but hear me out, I will explain. Like, honestly, hear me out. 69. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but it's not what you are thinking, because 69 at this point means like a lot of different meanings. First one, did you know that Koha6 is like 169th event in PJSK? So yeah, 69 is also in code of Kohane's color. Yeah, I was kinda shocked when I saw that. Also 69 is my meme with my friends that only I and my friends will understand. I will try to explain, but we just make fun of a stupid number, that's all I can say. And also 69 is my favorite ship from XFOHV. If you know, you know. Like, I want to kin 6 so bad, but I usually just kin 9, and that's not really fine. But at least 6 in my walls. The first and last reason is that I'm poor. Yeah, I need resources, and I heard that Tyrion helps to farm, so why don't try? Yeah, I definitely have reasons to tier on Koha6, and lucky me, this event starts on 31st of May, so no school will ruin my schedule. Can I just skip this section? Oh my god, the gacha, like, it's the worst part of the event. I'm not even joking, because how bad it was. Because, you know, if you're my subscriber, okay, you know that I'm doing gacha pullings for Kohane, mostly limited cards, yeah. But, you know, I tried to make a video and it didn't save. Yeah, my phone crashed, my PJSK crashed, and that video just gone. So yeah, I can't find it because it's not there, just don't exist anymore, it's deleted. Yeah, and do I have to talk about how unlucky I was? In 200 pulls with 60k crystals, I even did 210th pull. Like, you know, I had 3k crystals and I still didn't got anything. Like, no, I'm joking. I got 2 4 stars, but guess what? One is another N. Yeah, Blender N. Oh my god, how many N's I got while pulling, definitely on Kohane. And the second card was Rin. I didn't even knew when I was pulling that this Rin was a dupe. Like, I tried to watch what is this card is it? I tried to look, but I didn't find it. But instead I found it on on a green room. It was the card I have already had. I just got 2 cards and only one of them was new, and this is N card I will never ever use because I have million other N cards I will use. So yeah, I don't even have script for this chapter because I just write it like you can cry. So I'm crying. I don't have any other words to say. Let's go straight forward. Before cheating I had rank 273 and 335 crystals. Event bonus in my team before pulling the gacha was 285%. I had 383 small energy drinks and 277 large energy drinks. And also I had some food items for energy. Toya Hane Trust rank at level 39. 2 days before event I watched ads and got 40 out of 25 energy. After pulling in gacha, I had 320 event bonus in my team. Also, I have prepared the playlist with the songs I will use while tiering. All of them have their different value. One I will use in the co-op because they are most effective, and the others I will use in solo play because if I choose Hit Rainbow Envy in public, I will have disband, and that's just lose of time, you know. Most of the time I played co-op and chose Fire Dance and Viva Happy, especially Fire Dance. It's one of the shortest songs, just like Viva Happy, but it's less annoying because I love this song. Even after tearing, when I heard this it still is not that annoying as Viva Viva Happy or Sa Anyo Anyo Oshikoite. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Everything was said, so now we can move on to the most interesting part of this video. Well, the first day is important because of a start dash. In my country, events start at midnight, so you might think that I was sleeping, but no. My body just felt like, why don't you wake up at 4 a.m. So I woke up, checked if the event had actually started, made my bed, changed my clothes and started to tier. At 6 a.m. I had tier 925, and with this I entered in tier 1000. Yay! I played a little bit more and at 6:30 stopped at tier 484. Yes, we now entered at top 500. Yay! I had my breakfast, brushed my teeth and continued playing because there's nothing else I could do at summer vacation, lol. At 7:30 I came back and saw that I was at tier 540. Honestly, I thought I would fall a little bit lower, but okay. So I played next 1 hour and at 8:30 a.m. I ended up at tier 293. Oh my god, that's really high for me, you know? My highest tier was on Koha6's second world link when I got tier 5454. So yeah, this tiering is one of my first even serious tierings, so don't mind if I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I definitely should have said that on the start of the video, not in the middle, but who cares? I also have to say that at first I planned to play solo shows all day one, but after few hours I went in pro co-op rooms. Why? Because I could get more points per song, and it is also much funnier to play with different people. I don't have Discord, so no Hit a Rainbow Envy rooms. This event felt slow, so I just played 1 to 3 hours and took 30 minutes break. You might ask, what goal do I have? And to this point I didn't even knew. I just wanted to play as much as I can. I started to think about my goal on day 1 because I couldn't think about it earlier because I didn't know how this event will go. I genuinely wanted tier 1000, but then decided to try 500 or higher. So yeah, my goal is still like play as much as I can and get as high as I can. Of course I didn't play it all day. I did a lot of different stuff while playing. I watched YouTube, listened to music, or watched Finesse and Ferb. Yeah, I decided to remember my childhood and watch one of the most favorite cartoons ever. And I don't regret this. Yeah, I was mostly just watching Finesse and Ferb and don't play PJSK. But listen to this is just not enough. You want to see what Finesse and Ferb are building today. So yeah, I really just don't know how to explain this. I got happier. Yay! Here are some tears I've got through this day, and I started to notice that it's harder to move when you are at top 200. So at this point I decided do not go to tier 100 because it will be way too much for me to play, and I'm very lazy, especially on the summer vacation. So I decided 200 will be my goal for the next 7 days. So this is the end of day 1 and I got tier 167. Yeah, not the best one, I know, but it's just life. I've got 2 million points and used 253 small energy drinks. At this point I've got my everyday goal. That goal is about me getting 2 million points every day, so I could guarantee myself tier 200. I don't have script anymore, so I will just work here by myself and will be more unsure about my calculations and thoughts, so bear with me one more time. Guess who decided to wake up early again? Yeah, that's me. I woke up at 6 a.m. at 6:42 a.m. if being correct, and started to play at 6:59 when I got at tier 211. Oh my god, yeah, now I am in top 300. I have to keep moving forward if I want to get tier 200, Literally my first screenshot of this day is getting a notification from Careful Palette that I can now do only 2 transfers of my account if I don't want to get banned or something like that. So yeah, I was doing one because I felt like playing on my tablet will be better, but I understood no, that's not much better, so I transferred it back on my phone, and my PJSK noticed that and decided to give me a warning. But okay, I've never done that again in my tiering era, so yeah, just get over it. I just played and took breaks like I did it on day 1. But that I had plans on day 2. Really simple, I had to go to dentist, so I just played as much as I could at 10 a.m. because I was going to leave 1 minute. I didn't know the real time, so at 10 a.m. I decided to play all hit Rainbow Envies, but they were lagging, so I also played a little bit of Viva Happy. And I was leaving at 10:37 am at tier 160. I came back at 2:27 pm and was at my favorite tier 169, but I decided to move forward, and at 3:50 pm I was at tier 157. Yeah. I played 40 minutes after that, and at 4:30 pm got at tier 150 and got a rest. You know my strategy, I play 1-2 hours and rest, yeah, just like in day 1, because the first days are always the most chill for me at this point. I don't know why and how is that even possible, but yeah, my last tier I have found it's at 9:57 pm I got a tier 142. Oh my god. Not really as high as I thought I would get, but you know, it's fine. Also, I can't forget about how many friend requests I got on day 2. Like, it was really so fantastic to see that many people tiered on Koha6, and I thought like Koha6 event are that usually, but I quite enjoyed getting so many friend requests. It's still not much for most of people, but for me it's like it's something warm. Oh yeah, energy, I forgot about it. So now we have no small energy drinks left, and statistically I used like one large energy drink, but I clearly remember I was using at least 5 of them, so I think I get some bonus large energy drinks, but I don't remember when and how. I woke up at 7:43 am and started to play at 7:55 when I was at tier 172. Oh, I wish I could say more about all those days, but it's simply just me playing and watching Finesse and Ferb or doing something different. But it's clearly not that interesting. But the only part I remember really nice that at 7 pm I changed my bonus energy from 5x to 7x, because with that I can get 2 million points faster and easier. And also I wanted to use all my like food and energy cans for this tiering experience, but spoiler, I did not use. I think I still have more than half left, but I will calculate that later. And I started climbing much faster because I used more energy, and that helped me a lot. At 7:59 I was at tier 142, and my last tier of day 3 was at 9:46 when I was at tier 139. Yay, Miku rank. Also, as you can see, I have 6 million points, so that means I have done my 2 million points goal for this day. Also, I have to mention that at 7:38 I've got my Toya at master level 1 so I could get a little bit higher bonus. For day 3 I've used 27 large cans, and yeah, that's all. Also, I'm really sorry for that person that I didn't tier with them. On day 4 I woke up at 8:63 am and started to play until 9:30 when I was at tier 152. I had a rest until 11 am when I was at tier 154, and I started to play until 1 pm when I was at tier 143, and then I got some more rest. So I kinda think that I played with X7 energy because I know myself a little bit too well so I could just forget to switch that X7 that I had last time for Hit Rainbow Envy. So maybe, yeah, I just started to climb faster and haven't noticed that before. After a 45 minutes break, I started playing again and was at the same tier as I was before. At 1:57 p.m. I started playing Hit Rainbow Envy until 3 and 1 p.m. when I was at tier 142. Yeah, not a big change, I know, but maybe I did a breaks between all those playing, because that's a way too much time in game. Also, you might notice there's no photos of my tiers. Well, that's because I have no screenshots for day 4. Like literally no screenshots, so all my tiers I'm talking about are just wrote in my notes, and I kinda lucky that I wrote them, because I was thinking that I made screenshot each day, but on day 4 it's like one photo and it's not even photo from a game, so I am just stupid, don't mind me. In the end of the day I stopped playing at 8:50 p.m. because I just didn't want to play anymore, and I was a tier, I don't know. Right, this time I didn't screenshot it and didn't even write it anywhere, but I have screenshots for day 5, and at the morning I was a tier, I won't tell you, but I will tell you that maybe today I stopped maybe at tier 136, maybe, I don't know. And also I don't have screenshots of how many items I had left in the end of day 4. So yeah, this day is absolutely worst. But hey, at least I hit 8 million points with this day. At least something good happened. Yay. Okay, I swear, this day is much better. I woke up at 7:14 am and checked my rank at 7:25. I was at tier 141 and I started to play until 9:30 am when I ended up at tier 135. I think I had a rest until 3:80 p.m. when I got a tier 139 Mickey rank, and I saw how far I fall, so I decided to start playing again. What a wonderful decision, because I'm so lazy. But don't worry, after an hour of playing at 4 p.m. I got tier 134. After that I got another rest and checked my rank at 7:20 p.m. and I was at tier 138. So I started to play a little bit more again, and at 7:54 I got tier 137. Yeah, not really a big change, but at least I tried. Also, you might notice that on last screenshot I had 9 million points, but on day 5 I had to have like 10 million points. So did I play it again on the last minutes of my day? Yeah, I played because I am lazy. I am talking about my laziness all those 20 minutes. But you know, I get motivation at late evening, so I just keep playing like there's no tomorrow, and I can't do anything about that. I'm lazy all day, but at evening I'm started to play as long as I physically can, and as long as my mom thinks it's okay. Listen to your parents and go to bed early. Please don't ruin your schedule because of stupid tap game. So yeah, I got 10 million points. I ended my day at 11 p.m. and was on a tier 134. Yay! Also, I do have screenshot of food items left of this day, and I have 182 large energy drinks left. On day 6, I woke up at 9 am and checked my rank when I was at tier 134. So I started playing. I used my natural energy, and after that I had a breakfast and a break. So I checked my game at 3:18 p.m. and I was at tier 139. Yay, Mickey rank again. My god, so I started to play for about an hour, and at 4 p.m. I was at tier 134. That's kinda good. You know, I rested and played and rested and played, and today at 6:15 p.m. I cleared show mission for this month, and also I reached the 145 Kizuna rank. Yay! I got 12 million points, and at 12:47 p.m. I stopped at the tier 129. Yay, no more 130 tiers. I have left 147 large energy cans and 7 out of 10 sliders. Day 7, finally, we survived! Yoo-hoo! I overslept a little bit, so I woke up at 10:21 am, and at 10:38 I checked my rank and was at tier 133. I checked the cutoffs and saw that I can't guarantee myself tier 100, but at least I will be at tier 200. So I was pretty much well with it. So I started to thinking about my parking number, and I was thinking about this number from the first day of tiering and calculating. So I understood I will tier until 14 million points, because I tier 2 million points a day and there's 7 days, so I have to have 14 million points if I want to do my dailies. And also after 14 million I have to put numbers that have a special meaning for me, and I didn't think too much. I just put 30,269. 0302, it's Kahana's birthday, 2nd of March, and 69, I've already told you what does it mean. It's just a meme I really like. But this number changed a little bit because I was thinking, why don't I put another reference in it? And one of the goated mentions in my friend group is number 16, because I have a little religion about one fluffy worm named William, and his number is 16. It's our holy number. So I decided I will have 16 million points today. That means I have to tier 4 million points this day if I want to have 16 million points. Yeah, I'm stupid, I know. I should have thought about that earlier and already have enough points. Also gotta make some corrections, because remember the time when I said I was probably playing with X7 energy this whole time? So no, I wasn't. So all those games that were before this day were mostly on 5x and not on 7x. So on this day I at 10 am, at 10:37 am, turned my X5 bonus energy to X7 and played rooms and you know. At 1:58 p.m. I was at tier 126 with 13 million points, by the way. At 4 p.m. I was at tier 125 with 14 million points, but of course I didn't stop because I have already decided to keep playing until I will reach my dream number. I had a rest for an hour and at 5:15 p.m. I continued playing. At 7:41 p.m. I got 15 million points and was at tier 124. So it's only 1 million points left. Yay! Also at 8:50 something crazy happened. Yeah, I literally was so shocked. But Bussy invited me to a room. Oh my gosh! I now think that she was tearing and tried to find friends to tear with, but I played one game, told her oh my god thanks, and left the room to play Sanyo. Yeah, you know. I'm sorry Bussy if you see this. I don't think she will see this, but I love her. Please subscribe to her, she's making good edits and good videos, yay. At 9 p.m. I was at tier 120 with this amount of points. At 10:37 p.m. I had 16 million points and started to calculate how many points I need for my parking number. At 10:43 p.m. I stopped at tier 119 with this amount of points because now I have to play my last hit Rainbow Envy to park. Yay! I used a jotted tiering video because she gave a link to a Google spreadsheet where I could calculate my points. After 6 minutes I have made my parking team, yeah, but for me it felt like 30 minutes because I made my teams with the bonus and the number I needed wasn't with that bonus, so I had to remake my team maybe 4 times. But yeah, fortunately I've made one. There are certain requirements if you want to get the number from the table. I think if you saw its jotted tiering video you already know it, but I will mention it because why not. So you have to use 0 bonus energy, play on easy mode, it has to be hit Rainbow Envy, and you play solo show, not co-op. So here's my last hit Rainbow Envy. As you can see, I did it! I parked successfully and now I can rest. Yay! So I stopped at 10:53 p.m. on tier 119 with 16,030,269 points. Here's how many items I had before tiering and after, so it could be easier to calculate and understand how many resources I used during these 7 days. My rank was 273 with 615 crystals, but now my rank is 297 with 8,935 crystals. My Toyahane Trust rank was 39 and now it became 47. But don't you think that I ended this event with my tier 119? Because actually I ended this with tier 121. Yeah, just 2 tiers. Just like Jyoti, yeah! Okay, I'm pretty happy here with this rank. It means a lot for me, and I got that pretty title I will now put everywhere. Also, it was really fun to tier because, yeah, I had some crash outs when my game lagged and I had to give my phone rest because, as I said before, it's not me resting, it's my phone resting because my phone is dumb. Very dumb. I didn't upload this video as early as I could because Cookie Run has that cool scoop update. I had to play, you don't understand. So yeah, now watch video how I buy this wall event shop and see you soon. Bye!